That's where you're like.
And you didn't say nothing about nobody doing nothing, you know what I'm saying? Thought you were waiting on your uncle.
We'll call the meeting to order. Want to welcome all visiting guests. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Candidate of the court president. Pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Approval of September 8, 25 minutes.
Motion to approve.
Got a motion?
Second.
Got a second? All in favor? Approval of September 24, 25 minutes.
Make a motion to approve.
Got a motion? Second. Got a second? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried. Approval of October 6, 25 board agenda. If there's no changes.
Make a motion.
Got a motion?
You have a second?
Got a second?
Second, Mr. Davis.
All in favor?
Uh,
Any opposed? All right, discussion item 8, 25 vote delegate form.
So this is for y'all for the annual conference that y'all want to discuss if you want to be a delegate for that annual conference.
Bill? Won't be there.
I ain't gonna be there. I won't be there on Sunday. I'm leaving on Tuesday or Wednesday, whichever day. I'll be there a couple of nights.
Sure.
You know what day it is?
Want the delegate.
Usually on Wednesday.
It's on Wednesday, ain't it?
Yeah.
Usually on Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm leaving Wednesday. I'm probably leaving
Wednesday.
lunchtime. I ain't gonna be there. It's fair season, it's lucky season, you must.
Can you be a delegate for this, sir?
I nominate Larry.
I second it.
Are you gonna be up there?
I can't take off almost a week now up there. I can't.
We'll just take off 3 days, that's all it is.
Every time I go up there, I had to go to the hospital when I get back.
You can just come up on Wednesday and vote.
I don't,
You say you go to the hospital?
I,
Stay up there 4 days.
2 of the last 3 times, high blood pressure.
I'll pay for your room for 4 days if you'll go over there.
Mr. Chairman, is that not?
I make a motion to nominate Shabata Brown.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Might
How
I
about
say,
Debbie?
might I
You have
say,
to. You have to. All you gotta do is hold up a little thing.
We good, we got one.
I've been in there.
way to be a leader, Mr. Brown.
Follow. Discussion item B, department update.
Good evening. Thank you to those who are here this evening, here and at home. You have received the department updates, board members. A couple of things I do want to share that are very, very important. Our student services team, which is directed by Laura Parks, has submitted the student safety grant application for the spring going into next school year. Those are funds that help pay for our school resource officers, and they're very, very significant. to Jones County Public Schools. So Mrs. Parks, thank you very much.
Yes.
Also, educational programs, Janelle Enstrom and Student Services also received a Stronger Connection grant. It's a separate grant, and funds were provided to the Jones County Rec Department for additional support of Jones County public kids and students. I know David Mallard is very, very appreciative, and this helps build the partnership between us and the Rec Department. So thank you, Laura and Mrs. Enstrom. Questions about department updates?
Superintendent update, the special item C.
We've had a great first month of school. You can see expectations when you go into our schools. You know, many of the reasons our expectations are set, however, the people that are sitting in here, our teachers have really pushed our students as far as consistently focusing on their academics week by week by week, and you can feel it when you're in the buildings, you can see it. And I'm very impressed. Earlier this month, or actually last month, Jones Senior High School hosted the regional FFA conference. That was very impressive. We had over 500 students across Eastern North Carolina attend Jones Senior High School. We have one of those students, or a couple of those students in here that with us this evening, and their leader, Miss Mary Murphy. So I commend you because the adults that were there, the employees that were there, commented on how respectful our students were and how clean and organized the building was. It was a class act. Thank you to Mrs. Reese as well. We had the Sons and Daughters of American Revolution present at Pollocksville and Maysville Elementary to our 4th grade classes. Students absolutely loved it, and the adults did as well. They will be going to Comfort and Trenton within the next month, and so I'll keep you posted. Go Global, we've been involved in an endowment through UNC Chapel Hill for a Jones County Public School teacher to travel abroad. It is going to happen this June. The application process is open. We're very excited. We're going to make that announcement once the selection is done by the endowment. We'll make that announcement before Christmas. So that's going to be a heck of a Christmas present for one of our teachers. They'll be traveling to Zambia. And looking ahead, we've been doing some behind the wall work with the YMCA, and what we're going to attempt to bring to Jones County Public Schools, an after-school program that is officially ran and employed by the YMCA. There will be a pilot survey going out tomorrow to the parents of Maysville Elementary and Trenton Elementary as a start. If we can get 15 children interested at each of those school sites, the YMCA will start this process beginning January 1st. We do not control that as the school district. We will just have a memorandum of understanding so that those students can have a place to go from 3 to 6 after school every day. So we're very excited about that. Principals are excited because the first quarter ends next week. That one flew by, didn't it? Fly by? Yes, and so parents be on the lookout. The report cards will go home the week of October 20th. If there's areas where your children could improve or you'd like to see them do better, make sure you have those conversations with our kids. Expect a lot out of them and they'll produce a lot more.
Mr. Watson, any question?
No, sir. Thank you.
Mr. Griffin?
No, I don't have anything.
No.
Thank you. Action item A, approval of 25-26 school improvement plans. Comfort Elementary.
Our school improvement goals, we're focusing on 3 of them this year. The first one relates to state testing. Comfort, we keep coming up right at the line for a B school. Every year I've gone back, I believe it's 2021 is as far as I've gone back in the data, and we keep missing it by 1 or 2 points. So this year we want that 70% of the students at Comfort Elementary School will be grade level proficient in ELA and math by June 2026. This success will be measured by grade level composite proficiency averages on North Carolina's statewide assessments. So that's why we're really focusing on that one. The second goal is by June 2026, students in our identified subgroup will show growth in ELA and math by 10% as measured on the end of the year statewide assessments. We're really focusing on those students with disabilities because that is the group that we can grow, and that will help us with our growth level, and matching that with our proficiency will hopefully bump us into the B category. Goal number 3, Comfort Elementary School will increase parental involvement by 50% through parent nights and parent conferences by June 2026. Our PTO has really taken off since the beginning of the school year. We've had the parents in the building for some of the events, as well as starting to hold those parent conferences. So we're really starting to track our data on who's showing up and when they're showing up and what they're showing up for.
Awesome. And Mrs. Thompson, I just want to say on behalf of all of us, you've been a great blessing to our team, and you fit in quite well. And I appreciate your expectations that you have for our students and your staff. It shows.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Statesville Elementary.
Good evening, everyone. I see that you have access to these school improvement goals already, so I'm not going to read them to you. We fell 1 point shy of being a B school, and honestly, I've made the statement I would almost rather be 10 points away than 1. 1 was, that's very frustrating to be right there at it. So to thwart that frustrational level, we're aiming for an A school at the end of this year. So aim high, and it has proven, like Dr. Marquis said, successful for our students thus far to have high expectations. So I'm gonna jump down to goal number 3, where we're looking at our students that are being assessed by both EOGs and their in-class data. We are looking at by choosing those numbers that you see on there in that screen, that will move us in the direction that we want to go in order to attain that school performance grade letter of an A. And so the second one, our goal is to, I'm gonna word it this way, to be the first lighthouse school in Jones County, meaning with Franklin Covey and the Leader in Me program, we are right there at the cusp of that, so be on the lookout for some invitations to some events going on at the school in order to meet the requirements to, you don't have to wait for an invitation, let me rephrase that. You don't have to wait for an invitation to come to Mayfield Elementary, you're welcome anytime. But there will be some specific invitations coming out. For example, our Leadership Day in March, we're looking at, which is 100% conducted by students. It is an opportunity to showcase the leadership that's going on in the building. So there's just some things. There was a training took place today. Ms. C was able to go to it. I was not, but that was with Jackie Jeffro also to kind of finalize some things that we're looking at for what's needed for that lighthouse status. And then third, looking at our exceptional children population, targeting the growth in that area. Like Ms. Thompson said, if we target that growth, and that gets us in that right direction. And 40% is a very small number. That's 7 students for us. So I think that's very, very attainable. So, any questions?
Way to improve, way to get better, all of you.
Absolutely. Teamwork.
Yeah.
Pollardville Elementary.
At Holliston, we're also focusing on Leader in Me and the journey to become a lighthouse school. All the principals met with Ms. Jethro this summer and took Leader in Me and our strategic plan and married the two of them together. So our school improvement goals are broken down into leadership, culture, and academics. So our first goal is a leadership goal. By June 2026, 100% of Pollardville classrooms would consistently focus on WIG, data tracking and celebrations as measured by leadership networks, class data boards, and monthly student-led recognition events. We've already had a curriculum night this year, and the students have already had their first student-led conference with their parents to share their first 9-week personal and academic goals with their parents. The second goal is a cultural goal. By the end of the first semester, Pollardville Elementary School will establish and sustain active lighthouse teams with staff, students, and parents. Each team will meet at least bi-monthly and collaborate on a shared mission to benefit Collinsville Elementary and its community. And our last goal is an academic goal. By June 2026, Collinsville Elementary School will have a proficiency in literacy and math of 70% in grades K-5 as measured by the North Carolina State Assessment.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mr. Kirkman, you have a celebration Wednesday.
That is correct. So every Wednesday, we have something called, the kids are tracking their goals every week. And we have finish line Fridays. So at the end of the week, they will take their assessments during cubby time. They are working in their data notebook on weeks. And then every Wednesday, we have a team thing this year. Together, everyone achieves more. So if they meet their goal, then we have a championship parade every Wednesday. And their names announced, and they come, and we have a banner, and they are in a parade, and everybody else stands in the hall and cheers for them. So the goal is that every week our parade gets bigger and bigger every week. And it kicks off this.
Hey, let's hope they get so big you don't have anybody cheering.
That's the goal.
Hey,
Trenton Gators.
Good evening, y'all. So y'all have access, I'll just kind of summarize our goals. So we are trying to get K-5, so through Dibbles and through the EOGs having K-5 up to 70%. So last year we did come out of way performing. So this year we want to continue that momentum. We're also tracking attendance. So we did that since it leads into the county strategic plan. And then having at least 50% parent participation. So we shot for 50% because I don't have any data from last year to say we were at 60%, so we want to grow. So we put it at 50%, and then next year we will gauge what our baseline is this year, and then roll it for next year.
Thank you.
Jones Senior High School.
Good evening.
There you go.
It's so quiet in here. All right, so the focus this year at Jones Senior, we are creating conditions for success for our students, staff, and our families. And so the first two goals will address the academics of increasing our grade level proficiency in reading and math by 5%. Is the first one for grades 6 through 8. And then for the high school, Math 1, Math 3, Biology, and English 2, increase the proficiency percentage by 5 points. That takes care of the academic pieces there. And we are going to, again, repeat the after-school tutoring program that proved to be very, very effective last year for our students, for all of our students. It starts this week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Students are able to stay after school to get tutoring on grade level material, and they get a meal and they get transportation home. That's through the Bates grant. And we'll also have our targeted intervention and remediation time during our Trojan time daily. Goal number 3 pertains to our discipline referrals. Last year, the goal was set at 80% or more, and we did a phenomenal job leading the entire school. Parents, community did a great job in reducing the discipline referrals from the previous year. Last year, that we felt, let's raise the bar a little bit. And so 85% or more of our kids will have no discipline referrals. I am happy to report that right now, the class of 2026, our senior class, has 0 referrals in our system. It is right. Just so excited at just the turnaround in the start to the school year, and even the total number of referrals that we currently have now is much lower than what we had in the month of September alone last year. So we have started off on a perfect start at Jones Senior. We also have what are called spirit points that helps to feed into goal 3 and goal 4 with the attendance in terms of every scoreboarding, attendance, and discipline referrals daily. So each grade level can earn 1 point if they have no referrals over the course of the day. And then another point, if 90% or more of that grade level are in attendance at school. And so that again has already had a positive impact. Today alone, every grade level hit 90% or higher in daily attendance, and every single sixth grader was at Jones Senior today. So, right?
Wow.
So again, a positive impact already of getting that off and going. And then of course, for our fifth goal, I know it seems a lot of goals, but a lot of it is we are working on rebuilding the culture at Jones Senior. And a way to help reinforce the previous 4 goals is to retain the staff that we have in the building. They're already proving that the team that we've assembled this year is a magnificent one. And this is just the beginning of the greatness that's going to happen this year at Jones Senior. So I need and want to retain 80% or more of them for next year. And so we are definitely going to continue with our staff morale and team building activities, as well as our buddy teachers and just other things that we have woven into our building to support teachers who are new to Jones Senior or just new to teaching in general, so that again, this train that has left the station, we can get that momentum going and continue on progressing with our students. Any questions?
I want to congratulate the principals as we got them all in the room. We hadn't seen y'all since we received the data. I don't understand all the EOC, the MOYs, and all that, but I did understand A, B, C, D, and F, and I did not like some of the school's grades when I got here. And then Dr. Gillis went around sometimes on it, and I just knew that we could get better. And I just kept hearing we had economic disadvantage, and I wasn't buying that. And y'all have proven me right that it doesn't matter as long as you care about the kids, and y'all have done a phenomenal job. As I marketed at Maysville and Jones County, all I kept hearing was, your schools ain't good enough. Your schools. That same developer that told me that has recently put in plans to build 27 additional homes in Maysville, and it has to do with schools, because folks are moving here now because of that. So congratulations, and I think it wasn't. I think Maysville went up the highest this year, right? Just a little biased, but congratulations on that. It was fresh in here. Any questions?
The population in Comfort is growing also. Thanks to our military, basically. Okay, I just piggyback off Mr. Brown there. I'm incredibly proud of where we have come. I'm just so happy to know that we have gone and we've not only met our goals, but exceeded our goals. And one thing that I heard from everyone tonight was, we will not, this is our plan, or we hope to, we will see improvement. We will meet this percentage. We are. Will and are. So those are primary words that just stand out to me. I'm really proud of each and every one of you, really. And the students, we have some phenomenal students. Very proud. And the FFA sitting back there, rocking and rolling. It's awesome. And I want to mention while we're here to, particularly Miss Reeves, I was at a football game, and I'm going to tell you, the cheerleaders that we have now, I have not seen cheerleaders like this in 5 years.
True.
Okay? Those are the most respectful, most energetic, school-spirited young ladies, and they truly thrive to pep up their team. Their coach, I stepped in one of their practices, and the respect that they have, which they are learning from her. She is a phenomenal person, and those are some phenomenal students. Very proud to see them. They really stood out to us.
I've been going to Jones Senior football games since I was probably 8 years old, and I have never seen a principal lead the cheerleading squad in a cheer. Very good. Very good. You still got it, by the way. Very good.
Good. All right. Thank you. Action item B, school mental health plan.
Oh, guys.
Did we do-
Oh,
did we-
oh, yeah, yeah.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to approve the school improvement plan presented by the principals.
Got a motion,
Second.
got a second, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried. Now, action item D.
Good evening. I'm here to present to you the school mental health plan. Under the state board policy, which is SHLT 003, the school mental health plan must be formally approved by the local governing board and reviewed at least every 5 years, starting in 2025. So I'm gonna let y'all keep up with that, okay, the next 5 years. But each K-12 public school unit shall adopt and implement a plan for promoting school student mental health and well-being, and for assessing and improving upon the effectiveness of supports for the mental and social emotional health of students and staff. So it is included there in your packet. I've kind of pulled out 4 points to share with you for the plan, and you can follow along if you would like. So the first part is, how do we develop our plan? Well, we gather student service team members. So myself, our MTSS coordinator, our social workers, our behavior liaison, we come together, we review data, such as the district report card, MTSS data, which is multi-tiered system of support. We review Power School and Ethnic Campus data, reports from therapy, counseling sessions. So we look at all that, we come together, we answer survey questions, and then we kind of develop a plan. So some strengths of our student service team and some of our initiatives. So, we have community initiatives and MOUs with Pride Therapy, youth villages, DSS, our sheriff's department. We use all those community resources in order to help strengthen our service team. So some school level initiatives that we do are our PBIS. We also have some See Something, Say Something app, Gaggle and Go Guardian, which alerts our social workers, our counselors, our admins, our SROs, for them to address and follow up on mental health needs of students. And then if we have to, we refer those out for therapy. We continue to build and align our infrastructure through engaging our relevant stakeholders with our community members, our staff members, faith-based organizations. So we do have 3 tiers that we focus on for our SEL and our mental health, and SEL is social emotional learning. So tier 1 is daily, which we cover within the core curriculum that all students get, which is Leader in Me. And then we use some mini PD aligned with our MTSS days at schools for our teachers to receive that professional development. And then we go into tier 2, which is our SEL screeners, and then we create interventions based on that. And then tier 3 is that individualized social work and counselor meetings and referral, again, to our therapy partners, which is Pride, ECU teletherapy, and Gaggle teletherapy. We also have a suicide risk protocol in place, so our counselors use the Columbia screener, and if it's warranted, we go into a risk assessment, which then might involve mobile crisis and follow the certain paperwork chain that's required. So we do take our students' mental health seriously, and that's why we put this in place. We start in April of every year, kind of dissecting and developing this plan. So now we have it before you to approve.
How did the video go?
From what I understand, Michelle, we had some students opt out that they were held in a certain area.
Let's walk in the question.
You feel that, and this might not be a fair question to be asking you, but if it's not, let me know. Were parents pretty receptive to this as far as, I mean, I'm guessing the parents have had an input into this.
Into the school mental health plan.
Right. I mean,
So we can submit some surveys regarding that and we can, get their input.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Mr. Griffin,
I don't have any.
Mr. Young.
No.
Ms. Brooks.
Good job on it.
Motion,
Hey,
Takes a
Mason,
lot of work, so.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
got one.
Oh, I'll second it.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Action item C, FFA plat proposal.
Evening. So, James here, FFA has just gotten, up and going alumni started in our county. This is the first really active alumni that we've had, in the history that I've seen. Mr. Sutton tried a while to try to get one going and we couldn't ever really get it started. Chris Hicks, that was the, advisor when he was a president, he's tried to get it going. We just could not get it off of the floor. And this year, with the help of a lot of really good kids that are excellent officers pushing through, we have an alumni started. So we have received our charter, we have paid our first dues, and we have numbers that are growing as far as trying to get initiatives into for our alumni meetings. Good things are happening in Jones County, specifically at Jones Senior, we've seen, and we've had more of these alumni members show up to things that are school related. And one of the things that we had recently was Jones Senior FFA's been partnering with the football team, trying to help them build some money for some fundraising. So we were asked to cook chicken. So the FFA kids help in cooking chickens, and we have Moore's Barbecue that steps in and helps us get some sides, and we make plates, and those plates are sold every home game. And so far, that's been really receptive well. We joined that in with our Ag Awareness Night that we had September 13th. We had a lot of ag members in. Once again, it just keeps the ball keeps rolling. So as we were sitting there thinking of what we can make better, we noticed that our grounds could have a little bit of work done to them. And some of my alumni members came to the officer team and said, hey, we've seen some things we'd like to help with. So the alumni came forward and asked, could they step in and help bring back the flag garden, which if you've been to Jones Senior at the end of the football field, you see that years ago we made a little brick foundation that's tiered and it's had all sorts of things. At one time when I was there, we had the J and the S in white rocks, and over the time it just has fallen between the cracks on being able to maintain it. And we know that maintaining something like that is a full-time job. So the alumni asked us, would we step in with them and help take that over? So that's where the ball started going. So we have gone out, we've cleaned that up, and we have it dressed up nice and pretty for homecoming so that we have a really pretty area out there with the mums that the kids sold during their mom festival. So Pam Parker helped me in conjunction with the athletic director position. She has worked very well with me and Miss Reese to be able to get the grounds up and going again. We also noticed that we didn't have the amount of flags out there that we really needed. So thanks from people like Mr. Wilder and Kyle Smith and Miss Crompton, we now have a American flag, we have a North Carolina flag, and a Jones County flag that will be flying hopefully at homecoming on the 10th this Friday night. When all of this was put into motion, at one of our meetings, when we were voting on it, one of our new alumni that actually did not go to school in Jones County made a point that he thought it would be best if we could find something to dedicate that area to entice people to want to take better care of it after my tenure is gone and these children's tenure is gone. We thought that was an excellent idea. So back in 2023, Jones Senior FFA officers had come up with the thought that they would like to have something at Jones Senior named after Coach Greg Hampton. So we went through and we looked at our rules and regulations. We looked up statutes because we had asked before on some stuff. We are aware that nothing facility or structure minded can be named after a person. But what we are asking with our proposal is that the garden area that will be maintained seasonally where the flagpoles are, just be placed in memoriam of Coach Hampton with a small plaque. Do y'all have access to the proposal? Did everybody? So pretty much what it is with Coach Hampton, if you've been blessed enough to know him, and some people in the room didn't get to know him like others, he touched every aspect of Jones County. He wasn't just a coach, he was a mentor, he was a staff member. He was inside and outside the school system with everything that he was trying to help the students be better. And we just thought it was a fitting way to be able to put his name on it, since he touched so many things in the county. So the proposal was made through the Jones Senior 2025-2026 officer team, along with our FFA alumni officer, as stated. We've got Ms. Crompton here tonight, standing in for alumni, and Mason Meadows is standing in as part of the officer team. So we would really appreciate if y'all would think that through and see if that was something that we could do to have it ready. Any questions for us or anything on the proposal or
Mr. Walker,
any of the maintaining?
any questions?
Thank you, Ms. Murphy, for everything. Thank you, ma'am.
Mr. Griffin? Mr. Hill? Questions? All right. Need a motion to approve, or motion to table, motion to discuss?
Table.
Got a motion to table? Got a second? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, budget amendment number 2.
Good evening, board members. I presented to you for your review and approval budget amendment number 2 for fiscal year 2026 budget. This budget amendment increases our overall budget by about $108,000. And that increase is a result of additional funding received in those 3 areas. Our state funding, we received about $50,000. Additional funding in 2 of our PRC. We received our PRC 085 for early grade reading proficiency, and some additional funds to support central office admin. For our federal funding, we received an additional $36,000. That was for our CTE program and also our rural and low income school funding. And then lastly, we received additional funding for our grant funding, Fund 8. And that included funding we received for our Bay grant. And also the athletic department had requested a grant and was awarded a little over $5,000 for that. And then our EC program received some reimbursement funding for evals that were processed for some of our students. If anyone has any questions regarding the budget amendment number 2 changes, I'd be glad to answer.
Ms. Bird, any questions?
No question.
Mr. Hill?
No.
Mr. Griffin?
No.
Mr. Walker?
No, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you, Freddie.
Motion to approve.
So moved.
I'll second.
Got a motion and second. All in favor? Any opposed? Low wealth bonus policy.
Yes, sir. The state provides funding each year to the district to provide low wealth supplements to our certified teachers and our other certified instructional support staff. And to date, we have not had a formal policy regarding how we disperse those funds. And so based on the information that has been provided by the state in terms of how those funds are to be allotted and how those funds are to be dispersed, the state does allow some flexibility by the districts in how those funds are awarded. And so we thought that it would be prudent for the district to be consistent and transparent in how we award those funds each year. And so the information that you have before you is our proposal for how those funds should be awarded to our teachers each year.
This policy, you talking about this policy here?
Yes, sir. That will go.
Mr. Watson, any questions?
So this is new policy here, Ms. Raby?
This would be a policy for us. We have not had, we've awarded the funds over the years. We just never had a
Hadn't had.
policy.
Got you. Thank you. I had a lot of work got to go into that. Thank you, ma'am.
Mr. Griffin?
Yeah, I think it's good to be consistent. I think it's a good idea. That's all.
Mr. Field? Yeah. Ms. Burr?
Thank you, Ms. Raby.
I'll make a motion to adopt it.
We got a motion?
Second.
Got a second. Got two of them. All in favor? Opposed? Board contract update policy, 6420.
Yes, sir. So the second policy that has been presented to the board is a policy that's already in place, but there were some lines that just had not been completed as part of this policy. And so what you have received is our recommendation for completing that policy in full. And so what you see highlighted in yellow were the blank lines that were included in the policy, and they're just being presented to the board for consideration. The numbers that you see there are consistent with other policies that fall in line with our purchasing process. We're just asking that we complete this policy for record purposes.
Mr. Watson, any questions?
Ms. Raby, just so I'm playing on this, so it's not gonna, the excess is coming out and it's just gonna say not more than 30,000. Is that the way we're reading that?
That's correct, yes, sir.
All right, thank you, ma'am. No, I'm good, thank you.
If our attorney's good with it, I'm good with it.
Yeah. That too.
Just want to try to do
Ms.
it.
Field, any questions? Mr.
I agree. We're going to do this.
Make a motion to approve the change.
Second.
Got a motion second, all in favor? Any opposed? Public comment,
No one signed up.
board comment. Mr. Watson, party shots.
Just want to say thanks for getting us off the ground this year in a pretty good way from what everybody's saying. A lot of smiles in here. That's a good thing. I have been known to be a critic. I'm going to tell you the truth. We won't get any better if we don't have a good mirror. We all know that. I coached in the system, and one year we received kids who were known. It was a large group of kids who had academic trouble. In the last 3 years, we coached ball, and this sounds like bragging, but I'm quoting a great American here, Muhammad Ali says, if you can do it, it's not bragging. Y'all need to remember that. But every now and then, you might have to toot your own horn. And if I can take these kids who are having academic problems here, and we've all coached here, Ms. Fee, all of us, Shamata, Billy's probably done some coaching. I know Miss Lisa has. If you can take Jones County's kids and go to Creighton County when they're winning state championships, and the last 3 years we were over there and the trophies are in the school, we were 86%. Excuse me, I'm using the push. We were 85.7. We're rounding up. But if I can do it with the IQ of a Pekingese, for sure, you know, we've got the raw material is here. I've always said that. And they've proved it, and we've all proved it. You know, Lord knows if I can do it, Lord, you know, it can't be done. And we were doing it with less numbers and less athletic kids. Miss Cantz sent me a picture on the computer. We didn't have, 5 or 6 kids out of 24 that could have made a 80-person team from Grover City. And I think it was 46-0 when we left there. So Maddie Field, Miss Debbie's niece, is that correct? She's a relative. Relative was a captain for us. You know, Maddie wasn't no joke. She led the team in penalties, and they weren't dumb penalties. They were like assaults. You know what I'm saying? So we've already proven in several areas. We're not surprised by this. We've seen good things come through here. Mr. Griffin's been here 20-some years, you know, but we're bouncing back, and y'all are the reason for that. And, you know, you've had a good start, so thank you. But if we get critical every now and then, it just means we're greedy and we want to get better. Don't take it as an insult, you know. I'm not 100% in my job. I always said the most we're gonna get is 95%, because anything above that belongs to the good Lord. I coach the boys. If we can get 90%, we're gonna win 9 out of 10, y'all. That's my speech. I'm done.
All right, thank you. Mr. Griffin.
Felt like you took my time.
I tried to.
Well, I'm just glad to see that we're going off on the right foot. So as long as we keep going forward, I'm good. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Ms. Fiat.
I'm extremely happy for you. I've been in this county a long time. We've had struggle, and to see the improvements that's being made year after year, I'm very proud of you. And our students, and the parents, everyone that's involved, to be honest. It takes a village.
Ms. Burr.
I again, place recognition on our leader, Dr. Markey. He has brought something to this county that, is truly rewarding. I know that his parents or his mother is very proud of him. I'm proud of him for the things that he's brought forward. The calm, the unity that we have in our county, some schools don't have. Some districts do not have what we have. We are a family, and he has made this happen. Him and Mr. Whittington there, and I'm just super proud of everyone. Miss Thompson, honestly, I feel like you've been here. You're just one of those people that, I mean, this is probably my third time seeing you, but I feel like you've been here. You know.
I have that feeling as well.
Good. So when you meet someone, a lot of times you meet someone and you say, "Gosh, it feels like I'm in you forever." It feels like you've been here forever. So thank you for coming to Jones County. It's good to see Miss Gillis back at Maysville. Hopefully we're doing better. And that one point, they will get it. They will get it. They will get it. And Miss Higgins, thank you for what you're doing at Trenton.
Yep.
Hopefully you'll continue to succeed. And Miss Cowler, I know I always screw that up. You're doing amazing. And Miss Reese. But I love the posts that you're making because you're putting it out there. People are seeing what you're doing. And if you put it out there and they see it, it's going to be awesome. And Miss Murphy, yeah. And Miss Murphy is just rocking and rolling this FFA. I love it. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And just to give Ms. Murphy some feedback, we're going to just go and make sure we discuss and make sure everything is, so we didn't say anything, but want to make sure you understand that. And I'm been here, I think, 5 years, that I'm tickled pink that all the principals didn't get up and leave after the goals were set. It's the first year ever. But thank you. Motion to enter into closed session to discuss personnel pursuant to General Statute 143, 318, 11A1, 115C, 402, 20 U.S.C., 1232G, and 143, 318, 11A3, to consult with the board to preserve attorney client privilege.
So moved.
Second.
I ain't got to say it all. I don't have it to read.
You don't have that memorized yet?
Okay.
Go.
5 years to get it
I just
right.
told you to understand. You don't see me.
I'm just messing with you.
Got a motion in a second. All in favor?
Hey,
We're ready to close session. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
thank you.
Are y'all leaving now?
Thank you, Miss Cants, Miss Crompton, and students for coming. It's good to see you.